As you study the teaks, you will model and identify how changes to the Earth's surface by water, wind, or ice result in the formation of landforms, including deltas, canyons, and sand dunes. Gravity and roots also play a role in the formation of landforms. Landforms are natural features on the Earth's surface. They include a canyon, a cave, a delta, a sand dune, a rock formation, and a valley. Do these landforms always stay the same? Of course not. Landforms are constantly changing. Let's look at the ways that landforms change. First, weathering is the breaking down of rocks by different agents such as water, wind, or ice. Ice can also break rocks when water freezes inside of the rock's cracks. Year after year, the water expands when it freezes and makes the cracks bigger until the rocks or boulders break apart. Erosion is the carrying, moving, or transporting of sediments by water, wind, or ice. Deposition is the dropping down of sediments in a new location. For example, a river can move sediments to different areas just as wind can deposit sand in new locations, and ice can move rocks and smaller materials to the ocean floor whenever it melts. Some landforms are formed or changed by water. For example, a canyon is formed by moving water carving rocks over many years. The walls of a canyon are generally steep with a valley running through it. Another landform changed by water is a delta. A delta is a flat piece of land created by the deposition of sediments at the mouth of a river where the flow slows down. Can you think of other landforms formed by running water? A V-shaped valley and a cave can also be formed by flowing water. Where have you seen sand dunes? Sand dunes at a beach or desert are shaped by blowing winds. Winds can also create rock formations, such as an arch, by blowing sand against other rocks and wearing down portions of that rock. Glaciers made of ice can form U-shaped valleys when they move down a mountain. Ice changes landforms slowly over many years. Landform changes can be made by constructive forces, like an island formed by an underwater volcano, or a delta that is built up near the mouth of a river. Deposition is a constructive force because it builds new landforms. Destructive forces can change landforms, like an earthquake changing the faults on the Earth's crust. Some cliffs are formed by the constant pounding of waves. Destructive forces such as weathering, erosion, earthquakes, and hurricanes tear down Earth's surface. Landform changes can be made by people when they build roads, homes, or other buildings. Cutting down trees exposes land to wind and water erosion. Deforestation and mining are human endeavors that affect landforms. You might want to create a model to show how Earth's surface changes with water. There are a few materials to gather. They include soil, water, and a tin can with holes to serve as your rainmaker. After collecting your materials, follow these steps. First, build up a hill with the soil. Then pour the water in the tin can over the hill. Finally, observe and identify how your hill model changed with the water. In the short video clip, you can see how the water changed the surface at the beach. Maybe you'd like to create a model that shows the effects of glaciers on a mountain. First, get some soil, pebbles, and an ice cube. Then build up a mountain with the soil and pebbles. Next, place the ice cube at the top of your mountain model. Be patient because glaciers move very slowly. Some move as slowly as 1 inch in a year. Finally, observe and identify how the glacier model changed the Earth's surface. The video clip shows a glacier changing the Earth's surface by carving into it. This third model is a sand dune. First, grab some sand and make yourself a paper fan. Then you build up a sand dune. Gently move the paper fan over and on the sides of your sand dune. Finally, observe and identify how the model of the sand dune changed with the wind created by the fan. Watch how a sandstorm changes the sand dune in the video clip. Think about this. Remember, the Earth's surface is constantly changing. How do changes affect people that live near the beach or on a mountaintop? Let's do a quick review of the vocabulary for this teaks. Landforms, canyon, delta, sand dune, V-shaped valley, U-shaped valley, glacier, and Earth. It's time for the summit summary. You have learned that water changes canyons, caves, and deltas. You also learned that wind changes sand dunes and makes different rock formations. Ice on Earth makes our valleys, but also can split rocks. And don't forget that gravity and roots also affect the Earth's surface. Remember that landforms are constantly changing. So the next time you drive around, take a moment to enjoy the view of all the beautiful landforms found on our Earth.